club soda. Technically, seltzer. Today, my friends, we are taking a look at Superstition Imperial Cider 8.4 for the ABV. And like a kudu or something on there. Doesn't look like the devil. That's a plus. Produced and canned by Superstition Cider House in Prescott, Arizona. She is girlfriend. No, gluten-free. Oh, it's made out of apples, so, you know, thank God there's no apple gluten in here. I have such little tolerance for people. It hurt my head. We're looking at 8.4 for the ABV. It does contain sulfites. It is GF. I'm more worried about GMO. It was $4 for the can. And because I have no idea why, there's nothing on their webpage. So let's do the crack. Let's do the pour. Let's get a temperature. We are looking at a chilled Luigi today because we broke them out for the taster glasses. So got them out. I figured why not put them to use. I was not super worried about overfilling this. That's a really, really nice lemon. Six, of course, would be an SRM. But I don't remember what the cider people call their color scale. On the other hand, it is a nice color. They don't tell us what's in it. They tell us it has sulfites, and it's 8.5% alcohol. So we shall fly by the seat of our pants, my friends. We shall find out. Biden time. Let's get that sniffer in there. All right, everything that's in here is apple. At least according to the nose. Yes, I am in a somewhat pissy mood. I have been since Wednesday, so. Smells like apple juice. Let's get a temperature. See what we're looking at here. She should be cold. I did chill her down, although, to be fair, it is a beautiful, balmy 102 in Phoenix today, which means it's probably, a high 90s or 100 now. 38 is the number I'm getting on the thermometer. Slip of the tongue. They don't tell us what apple blend they picked here, but it's really nice. It's juicy and rich and full. A little bit of tartness on the back end. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Perfectly honestly, I've eaten a lot of apples in the last couple of years because they've come out with some really, really nice hybrids and variants like Juicy, Juici. Absolutely delicious. Probably the best apple you can grab. I haven't eaten a Macintosh in forever. Not big on Goldens, although might be some Golden Delicious in there. What else did we have? We had Pink Ladies were good. Galas are always good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an apple guy. I'm not Johnny Appleseed. I don't know what blend of apples they put in here. They did a really nice job. The color is interesting. I'm surprised she is that dark. We don't usually see that in a straight up cider. So the nose has that sweeter apple profile, more like Gala, more like a Juicy, less like a Mac. There might be some granny on the back end, and that's where we're getting the tartness from. They don't tell us. And don't get me wrong, you don't have to give me your secret 7 herbs and spices recipes, but it helps sometimes, just throwing it out there. So, good mouthfeel, intradental soft palate, coats all the way to the back, front third of the tongue, dirty, delicious. Don't get me wrong, this is a really, really tasty cider. I'm gonna have to throw this to the boy. It was good, I like this. It might just be me. I picked up an odd tinny note on the back end. I think that's probably just me. So, it'll take longer for it to warm up today. What are we looking at? It actually got colder. Now it says it's 32. You have to make up your mind, machine. It's colder because I put the probe in a glass of ice water. Who's a moron? This guy. Jeez, why did it get colder? Why did you stick the thermometer in a glass of seltzer with ice, idiot? Oh, wait, because... Duh! Yeah, we're still sitting at 38. Alright. Let's give it a few minutes. We'll come back at around 46, bump her up to 52, and decide if we're going to go anywhere after that. We'll see you shortly. I could play music, but ScrewTube get unhappy. They block me from the algorithm. Bad boy. Know what I mean? Be right back. Anyway, let's see what we got going on here. $42. Right about where we want to be. We're losing the light. I doubt we get much past 48.50 tonight, my friends. So maybe. Could always set lights up. It ain't that hard. Anyway, biding time. Let's get that sniffer in there, see what's going on. The rich apple nose is actually dropped off. It's still there, but it's probably about 30% of what it was. As I spill some on my shorts, because I'm a tard. Salud. All right. When she was colder, we had that really, really nice, richer apple flavor. Really, really forward, present, rich, full. That's starting to dive back now. She's also not as dirty as she was. She's thinning out. It's gotten faster. We're still just literally sitting in the soft palate and intradental zone, nothing else. And she is starting to dry out the teeth, so I don't know if when she's that much cooler that the flavors mask the alcohol better. I get the feeling if we let this warm up a little more, we're going to see the alcohol present more. It's really not now. Now, I'm not saying it's going to have a boozy flavor, right? It's only 8.4, so most likely it won't. It's not like Applejack. But it's definitely shifting the flavor profile. It's definitely shifting the nose. So we'll find out. Apparently the glass is warmed up enough to allow a temperature shift. It took us a few minutes to get up there. We're already at 45, so it won't take much longer from here. We're going to pause. I'm going to continue listening to Social D, even though I think my Ness should probably just stick to playing music, nothing else. That's just my personal opinion. We'll be right back. All right, my friends. We're looking at 49. Sorry, 49. Sniffer in there. The nose is stabilized. It's still that mosquitoes. Damn, I love the rain, but I hate mosquitoes. The nose is stabilized. It's again that dumbed down but very appley nose. When she was colder, I thought we could pull more out of it. Now it's just that conglomeration, that melange of flavors. Slip of the tongue. Okay. Oh yeah. Now the tart is presenting. Boom, tart. And you're getting a little bit of the alcohol. Teeth are chalking up. Still, soft palate. Not so much in the intradentals anymore. And she has gotten to just fast speed now. So she goes in, she hits right in the back, and tart. Still tasty. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. This is a good solid cider. I'm definitely going to recommend this out to the boy who's been drinking the Ace Hards, the Ace high octane ciders, if you will. Worth putting a look on here. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really not a bad cider. Got a couple of more minutes before the light drops, so still have to shoot the short afterwards. But let's bring her up into the 50s and see what she presents at, and then if I got to set up lights for the short, set up lights for the short. Shorts happen, my friends. See you in a minute. There you go. And if your bottle's empty, help yourself to mine. Thank you for your time, and here's to life. It's one of my favorite songs. Absolutely great. That's from that's Mekong from the Refreshments off their first album. Great album. Actually, both their albums are excellent. Whatever. Since we're pissing off ScrewTube, screw them. We are at, I believe she said 57, my friends, and that's where we're going to call this 5-7. So these Luigis are nice, and the thermal, the ability to hold chill, so the thermal stability, fancy words, the ability to hold some cold, actually worked well with this glass until I held her in my hand so she would warm up on time so we wouldn't lose the light. Biden time, sniffer in there. Nose is actually presenting a little more forward now. Again, we're just getting that straight apple juice nose. I couldn't pick this apart from the nose, but Johnny Appleseed I am not, so there is that. Slip of the tongue. Wow. All right, so yeah, she has tarted up. Woof. Intradentals, soft palate, right to the back, super fast, dirty, dry, and tart. So, whew. All right, we're not getting that alcohol burn, but I wasn't expecting it to. The dryness, I'm going to assume, just comes from the higher alcohol count, so why it's choking out the teeth. There's virtually no gas in these, and yet I don't know. You should probably do some sort of cleanse or something. Anyway, brass tacks time. So, would I buy this again? Probably not, but I'm pretty sure the boy's going to. Drink it again? Wouldn't bat an eye. Try it on tap? Love to. Handed this to me out of the cooler. I'd say thank you very much. It was really good. And just pushing, 8.5, so it might take the edge off. Good for the style? Yeah. She's not really presenting with anything super interesting. Although, to be fair, when she is in that 30s area, really, really nice and interesting flavor profile that basically dies off as she warms up. And she just becomes hard apple juice. And she tarts up, man. So if you're not a tartness fan, there is that. I mean, overall, I like her. There's nothing to really knock points off of. $4.75. We'll give her a $4.75. Give her a 5, but I really would have liked to see the flavors open up a little more as she warmed instead of just becoming a conglomeration of whatever apples they use. Plus, they didn't give us any information. It ain't that freaking hard. Hire a friggin' 20-year-old. That's all they know how to do is this. Digital zombies. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for coming by, putting some eyeballs on you, know you my people, and I love you. Always want you to be the big three, my friends. I want you healthy, happy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, Hendersonville, hot and handy. Hot and handy comes with a laundry list of responsibilities that you need to know what the hell they are and to be responsible for. If you choose to go hot and handy. That is on you. I will see you on the next one. So until then, Skal. What, you want some more Mekong? I can get you some more Mekong. Help yourself to mine. Thank you for your time, and here's the life. Gotta save a little for short.